Hello and welcome back to another video. So in this one, our first job is a Saturday morning call out for a flooded transport office. After that, we've got two sewage blockages, one of which is at a school, the other one's at the hospital. So if you like this video, please leave a like. If you could leave a comment, that'd be amazing. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, give a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe at the end.
Okay, so like I said, this is a Saturday call out. Not too early in the morning, but it's in the morning. So apparently their sink's inside a flooding. They fenced off that manhole because they think that's where it's running to. And walking down the corridor, it's very wet in here. There's a bucket and you can see that the cleaner sink has been overflowing all over the floor. So there's no signs of it flooding out the shower, but for some reason they've taken the little bit that sits over the top of the trap off. So round this side, as we carry on, we can go through this door, which takes you into some toilets. And you can see at the bottom the waste pipe coming through from the sink next door and down into this 4-inch. And it's all wet around the bottom. So that says to me the 4-inch pipe is blocked from here out towards the manhole. Now, there's no problems with the urinals, and there's no problems with this toilet. That has a lovely high flush, no eco flush. How often do you see this? So I headed back outside, and let's get that cover up and see what we got going on underneath. So we've managed to find the foul sewage drain, and it's got to be one of those branches coming in from that side. So what I'm going to do is put a 6 back on, and we're going to jet in towards the building on one of the branches and see what happens. Now, I am thinking it's going to be the second branch here. Now, the reason I'd say that is because that right-hand side is a bucket of water that we've poured down the urinals, and the one on the left-hand side is the toilet. So you would think the middle one is going to be the sinks. So we'll start by jetting that and see what happens. So let's put our jetter on about 2000 psi and we'll see if we can get this drain cleared. So as you can see, there's a lot of black silty stuff coming down, and hopefully this is coming from our sink, which more than likely it is. So I left the jet running outside, and I'm going to head inside. I'm going to put some water down these sinks and see if it comes through. And it's looking promising because it's going down the plug hole, which is more than it was doing before. So we're going to go back around this side and make sure it's not still flooding out the floor. Which it looks very promising that it's not. And there's still no signs of flooding, so I think we've got this one. So let's get the jet and hose back out so we can put the manhole cover back down. So as I pull this jet out, I'm going to do it nice and slowly with the pump on, just to make sure that line's nicely clean through. So I was thinking, whilst I'm here, why not give this manhole a bit of a wash round as well, because it definitely needs it. There's a lot of silt build up in there. So whilst I was washing the man around and pulling the jetting hose out and everything, I've left the sink running in here. So I'm going to run this one a bit faster, run around the other side, switch those sinks off, and then I'm going to come back and turn this one off on the way back out. And then I had another full, and I'm going to fill the bucket up instead. So we're all looking good in here, no more flooding. So let's just turn these sinks off, and we can go pour the bucket of water down the other one. So I'm just going to go back round to the toilets and do just one more check for any leaks, just so I can be happy with it and say job complete. And I thought, while I'm here, I'll stick the sensor back in the shower, not that it's a very good fit, and I'll test the showers as well. And then I found out the water was switched off to them. Okay, so back outside, and I'm just going to give this frame a little wash round before we sit the cover back in, just so it fits in nice and easily and sits nice and level. So for once, that was a nice straightforward Saturday morning call out. So we now finished for the weekend. This was my last job, the only call out I got for the weekend, so that's a good thing. We're gonna go home and then we're gonna return on Monday morning. So here we are Monday morning and we find ourselves at a school with a sewage blockage. Now the thing is, my van is in the garage for a couple of days, so I am out with the other engineer in his van, so it makes it nice and easy. There's two of us, so we should be able to fly through these blockages. So we're going to add a bit of water to this blocked manhole just to make it nice and wet, and hopefully we can get things moving. And then we're going to give it a go, rodding it, and see how it goes. So I've rescued my camera after dropping it, and the other engineer is now rodding the manhole. Let's see what comes through. So I've put the jetter back on, and I'm going to pump some water down there whilst he rods.
He's got his light, but he likes to film stuff as well. Oh. We got. I don't like me. You got rod.
So the first lot of the blockage has come through. There's a little bit still sat in this chamber, obviously, a little bit sat on this Windsor coming in, but also there's still some sat in the other manhole. So we're going to keep pumping a bit of water down, keep rodding it, and hopefully we should see it all flow through nicely.
Are you still pumping water down? It's flowing, so... Still at blocks.
Yeah, it's got blocks.
One step. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, I might need the water at this end. Just clear that branch. It's a certain branch. I can't give the Oh, hang on. No, I'm right. Hang on. No, I'm not done it. The rod's still there. So if you keep adding water, most blockages will go. Which I'm running again on your end.
There was something there. It did fire something out. Didn't you see what? No.
You just made it.
Yeah, something was glistening. So, there we go.
It's fairly tight, isn't it? So we're going to pump a bit more water down just to make sure this line's totally clear, and we're going to give the manhole a bit of a wash around as well. Sorry I didn't film that bit because I was standing on this end making sure no one fell down the manhole.
Why does it come out in spurt?
Yeah, I don't know. Looking for ways to connect to there. So no wonder this always blocks. This is a really horrible manhole. Now the caretakers say they're forever clearing this manhole, and you can see why. You've got the stack coming down here, and then you've got that nasty right bend across into the other manhole. Okay, so I've sent the caretaker in to go and flush the toilet, so we'll see what happens.
That's what it's blocking, look.
So you might be able to tell that there's clearly something going on this manhole. When they flush the toilet, the water's not making it down the pipe, it's kind of splashing up in the air. I'll get a better shot of that in a minute, once the jetting hose is out of the way. Okay, so I was just about to put this cover back on, and I realised that the frame is a bit dodgy here, so we're going to recommend they change that as soon as possible, really, because, yeah, they're going to have issues here.
Covers here. Oh, I love the amount of covers. My ones over there still good?
Still good, mate. Still perfect. Old dot and dab thing, you know, not a solid bed. The kids realised they could pick up the...
Jump on it to her. Hey.
Okay, so this is the footage I took on my phone after asking the caretaker to flush the toilet, and as you can see, the water's splashing up in the air and actually coming back up onto the benching. So that explains why it keeps blocking. So we're going to leave that job and we're going to make our way back up to the hospital again.
You're getting the jet news out, we don't even know what we're doing. I can see sewage on the floor over there, so we can... Where? Oh, that one again. Yeah.
So we've actually done this gully fairly recently, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. Now, this pipe had gone really brittle and we suggested replacing it, and they've clearly forgotten about it, so we're going to tell maintenance and get that bit sorted. So I'm going to go get a pry bar from the van and we're going to pop some covers up.
Well,
So let's start with the manhole closest to the gully. Now we're expecting this one to be full up of sewage, so we'll see what we've got once we lifted it.
one blockage.
So now we know this one's full, we're going to now chase it down the line, following it down the stream and seeing what the next manholes are like.
Oh, that's the one.
So once again, this one's full up, so we're now going to go down and lift the one that's on the change of direction before it goes out towards the road.
Oh. I reckon it's that one. This. Interceptor. Could be that one. Got a blocked interceptor for a start.
Okay, so this one's got a Windsor trap, interceptor trap, P-trap, whatever you want to call it. Now we should be able to rod it to get that bottom pipe running. Essentially it's just like a U-bend. Now on the left hand side you can see the branches coming in from our blocked up manholes. So we want to get this chamber running properly before we mess about with any of the rest of it. So we're going to get our 6-inch plunger in on a long rod and give it a good plunge.
Less sewage. Less sewage. That's got to be Anna. Yeah, I didn't know, I was just having a look under it.
Okay, so we're going to jet down from the last full up chamber towards the one that's empty. Now the reason for that is this is a bit of a quieter path. We've got a gate guard around it, but yeah, it's just saves pulling hoses across paths that people are walking across when this one's closest to the van. So because we want a good, strong, powerful forward facer, we're going to be using the spare jet. As normal, to be honest, this is a very good jet. We use it for an awful lot, and it's ideal for blockages like this. So let's put the jet on, and we're going to go over around 2000 psi. But we were struggling getting the jet into the mouth of the pipe. So we were starting to think, are we going to have to jet up from the other direction? So let's just get the rod in that outlet and see if we can fill anything in the outlet and see whether we can clear anything there. Because it seems like this is exactly where the blockage is. So let's stick the jetter back on and see if we can get it clear this time.
A load of red stuff just come down. That's more of these little plastic things.
So we've cleared part of the blockage, but there still seems to be something holding this mano up. So looking at it now the water level's dropped, there is definitely something wedged down in that outlet. So yeah, that was a concrete block. Okay, let's be honest, you probably shouldn't really do it this way, but to be honest, it's the best way of getting something out. Okay, so this is what we took out of the manhole. Now, I think where these have come from is from the manhole itself. In particular, the concrete biscuit that sits around the top of the chamber and from this section here. Now, I'm suspecting something heavy may have been driven over here, or maybe it's just cracked of old age, but it looks like they're going to have to get some repair work done here before that gets too bad.
Yeah, only for like a second or two.
So before we put this chamber back down, we're just going to give it a bit of a wash around.
Yeah, happy days. Interesting manhole.
Oh yeah, we sort of clear that up as well,
Yeah.
so might as well, haven't we?
Down with the hose again.
Right, guys. Clear. Maybe a bit of a wash around, but
So again, whilst this chamber is open, we'll just give it a little bit of a wash around with the jet hose.
A bit more, please. Bit more pressure.
So we're just going to dilute some of this sewage down and give it a little bit of a clean up.
Gully blocks.
Yeah. Stupid one, ain't it? Thanks, sir.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, so after trying to plunge the gully, we ended up pushing the hose out there, no jet on it, just the bare hose, and managed to get it to clear like that. Now, I thought I had footage of this, and I can't seem to find it. I seem to be missing a bit from this job. But you get the idea. And so we've just pushed it out there. It's all started flowing through nicely, and then we're just going to pump a bit of water down the gully, and we should see it come through the manhole. So, we're all good.
Yeah, just when I get the rod back out. Start breaking everything. Still haven't fixed that brittle waste pipe, have they?
So I'm just going to do a quick check of the manhole upstream. I'm expecting this to be empty, but it doesn't harm just to double check it, just in case of a secondary blockage in this one. Now, we've kind of done the best we can do with cleaning up. We've diluted it as much as possible, and after this we also splashed a bit of disinfectant on it as well. It's not perfect, but it's, yeah, best we can really do with it because of where it is and the fact that the gully is higher than floor level. Ideally we would have washed it back towards that gully, but yeah, it would have to come up about an inch in the air to get over into the gully.
Yes, mate. I couldn't cope with that hose.
So, thank you for joining us for another video. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you could leave a comment, I like replying to them. So, yeah, leave me lots of comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really helped me out. I'm trying to get this channel as big as possible, and every single one of you counts. And once again, thank you.
Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.